Pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Back to throw. Flowers.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Off play action. Flowers. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Up the middle they go. Goodrich. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Flowers. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh will send on the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Edwards. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one.
Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Off play action. Flowers. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He has such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodrich, and he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodrich, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Flowers. That is caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Flowers. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Flowers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off play action. Edwards. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. A 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick here is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He already with a couple of touchdown throws in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodrich.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Goodrich. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Ravens.
Operating from the gun, Flowers.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Back to throw again. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. To throw on third down, Edwards. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 31-yard line.
The final shot before break. Flowers looking middle, and that's complete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the Browns who were winners in that one at home. The Raiders are down to their final 3 games if they want to salvage a victory somewhere as they fall to 0-13. From there, we'll head to Green Bay. Check out the Packers at home, Lambeau, and they trail the visiting Lions in that one. P.J. Walker, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Jalen Hurts, sharp in the victory as his guys get back within a game of 500. The highlights from the first half.
Thank you, and we welcome everyone back.
This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag. If it's not
at the
already.
goal line.
Pushing his way through.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Throwing on first down. Flowers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. Flowers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Up the middle they go. Goodrich. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Looking to throw. Flowers able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st and 10, Flowers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 38 yards.
And the Ravens have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. To throw is Edwards on first down. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Really solid effort for him right now. Third quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team, but the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. On first down, Flowers. And this one is incomplete.
I had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Flowers. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Off play action. Flowers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have got it on cruise control.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Ravens taking the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw. Flowers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Flowers. Slant to Adams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now a handoff up the middle. Goodrich. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Throwing on first down. Flowers.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again. Flowers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Flowers. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Broncos 3.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver.
Operating from the gun, Edwards. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Here's Edwards on 1st and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 12 yards. Leads to 3rd and 11.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Edwards. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will pin them back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodrich. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Up the middle they go. Goodrich. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
90 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw on 2nd down. Flowers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And 9 yards.
Off the play fake. Flowers. He'll buy some time right. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. They'll run on first down. Goodrich. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 2.
Back to throw. Flowers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
And the Ravens first down.
On first down, Goodrich.
He's to the 15.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game.
And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And coming out now, the Broncos.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Edwards from the gun on 3rd down. Caught left side, Bennett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Edwards.
Open man is Tucker.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Bronco.
John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
And 5 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Edwards. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 28.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Off play action. Edwards.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Edwards now off the play fake.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they'll get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
First down, Ravens.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Second and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Goodrich.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
And this offense on third down today, they've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Flowers.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodrich.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 180 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now a give right side. Goodrich. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Baltimore, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.